What's this? Oh, check this out. Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to another fossil hunting episode. Yeah, I know that this is a crazy way to start a fossil hunting video, but this is just for you guys to see it, that today it's going to be a very foggy day. So my hopes is that I could find something interesting in the middle of all of this fog. So we are heading to a very well-known location of mine, but I really don't know if today we are going to find anything relevant or not. So but we sure are going to have some nice pictures in the middle of all of this fog. It almost looks like it is London here. So one of the reasons that drives me to come so early in the morning to this location is because here in Portugal we have such high temperatures during the day that it's very difficult to stay outside and search for fossils. But today we have some fog, so it's going to be fresh, and we are heading to a very well-known location of mine. So it's a place where I found those large gastropods that you can see in my shelves in my collection. So I sure hope to find another one today, I hope. But we'll see. So my plan is to explore different parts of that area that I didn't properly explore. So there's a lot to discover, and since it's fog, so I sure hope to find something more interesting as well. So friends, it's still very early in the morning. Today we don't have any wind, so the audio is going to stay okay. So as you can see, the wind turbine is not working very fast, so there's not much wind, but still I don't have enough light to identify some fossils or whatever there is that is in the ground. So I am in the different area. So I was looking in the Google Earth, and I know that in this place around here, so there's evidence of some sort of Neolithic construction, some sort of grave. I'm not really sure the name, how to spell it, how to say it in English, but I know that it's a conglomerate of rocks that is nearby, but not really sure where. I guess I'm close, but I will try to search a little bit more for you guys to see it, and to see if there is any more light to start to investigate for fossils as well. So I must say that today this silence and the fact that there is no wind, so this is a little bit spooky out here. So friends, I am near some sort of ruins in this field over here. So my guess is that this may look like the soil, it's very ancient, but it's probably was disturbed, and we have some evidence that there was some sort of constructions in here, some sort of houses. So probably the ground was way disturbed. Well, we have some slabs of rock. I'm listening to something in the bushes. Probably a wild pig. Maybe around there. Okay. As I was saying, so there's not a few evidence of fossils in here. Well, but I'm not able to tell yet. So if there is anything out here or not. Well, in the past I had a few surprises where I found fossils in the middle of the ruins of walls. I'm going to investigate in here. So as I was saying, looking at the ruins of the past and the walls, sometimes we can find nice surprises inside. And well, looking at this over here, at this wall, we can clearly see, so there's something stuck in there, and this side over here, so you can clearly see there is some sort of bivalve, and on this side, this for sure, that is a gastropod that is in there. So this is the first spiral, the second and the third spiral. But as much as I like fossils and gastropods, so I'm not going to mess around in this. It's a ruin, okay, but well, if I start to think this in times was a house that someone built, and there's probably a lot of stories that these walls could tell, and I guess it's not okay to mess around in these ruins. I'm not happy because of a little gastropod. I have better ones in my place, so I'm not going to mess around. And probably there is more stuff laying around. So I'm looking at this rock, and it's filled with some nice imprints of shells and fossils. So that's probably more laying around. So in this distant past, someone built this house. Well, this landscape could be totally different, and this house means a lot of effort for someone who built it in the middle of these fields with just rocks. Well, I guess it's a legacy that I don't want to mess up. So I'm going to leave it like it is. So there's probably more in the ground around here. So let's investigate a little bit more. Once again from this angle. So this is the house of fossils. Looking at the rocks, so we already saw it on the other corner that there is a lot of fossils on these rocks. But looking at the ground, so part of the wall in here of the house collapsed, or someone destroyed, I don't know. So but looking at the rock that is right here in my feet, so check this out. We have gastropods in here, and these ones you can clearly see them. So there is one in here, and there is another one still incarcerated on this side. So pretty neat. Once again, I'm not going to mess around. So if the rocks came out from this place, so probably there is more laying around. I just need to find them, and well, I hope I get rewarded. So if not, so it's a nice story to tell to someone. So here it is, the Neolithic graveyard. So well, there was a sign that it's unreadable now. So okay, cannot see anything, but this is some sort of ancient Neolithic or Paleolithic burial site. Oh, this is very, very large. I thought that this was only these rocks that are in there, but this is way bigger. Okay, and the rocks that they used, so they have fossils also, so we can see some signs of, I guess, burrows, but this rock was in the bottom of some sort of a sea or river. You can see traces of, I believe it's burrows. Anyways, so this should be much more well protected. So I'm not sure why the ancient built this and for whom, because well, there is more than one human in those times, but if they built this for just one person, it must be a very special one, because lifting those rocks, imagine lifting one of those rocks without machinery in those times. So for me it's incomprehensible, the effort that they put into these things. So I don't even imagine. Okay, so friends, the fog has lifted a little bit and I'm out here searching for another interesting place. So I have in the back of my mind that I need to find fossils, but I want to see if there is a path in this hill over here, and the path leads to a ruins. I believe it's some sort of a palace, and I want to investigate that. Oh, I believe the road is right there. And I want to investigate that because, well, it's an ancient place and it's kind of a creepy one. And since we are still in the early in the morning, I want to see if I can find some fossils nearby. Oh, but this out here, so we have some rocks out here, so maybe it's a good place to search for fossils as well. So this intersection over here in this road, I have never been in this side of the hill. I was near those wind turbines. Well, looking at the ground out here, we can see some sort of shells of oysters, so there's something in there. I'm not sure if it's going to work picking up, well, but I'm going to investigate a little bit around here, and I will try to see if I can find that road that leads to that creepy palace. I believe it's going to be cool to investigate. Oh, this side, this is interesting. This side of the road, since it was excavated by the water, sometimes we can find nice stuff in here on the sides. So as I was saying, this intersection is a cool place to investigate, mainly because the water flows to this road, and since it's almost in the bottom of this valley, and I was looking at this slab of rock or pieces of rock, I don't know how to say it, but you can clearly see that we have evidence in here that are some oysters embedded in this rock, and there are multiple little shells that are still in here. So each one of these little pieces of rock, let me see if I can pull this off. No, I need the hammer. Oh, but it's very stuck in here. But looking at this slab, in times this must be mud, but now it's really hard and solidified like rock. But you can clearly see that there is pieces and little pieces of shells still inside of this. Oh, there's one. I'm not really sure, but this looks like some little Archomytilus that is in here. So cool. So we have a lot of stuff still in here. I believe that there are some burrows also in here. So these ones are not loose, so if I start to hammer this, I will probably break all of the little pieces. I'm not really sure if I'm going to carry anything. Oh, but this one, this here is strange. It says a strange shape, so it almost looks like some sort of a footprint, 3 fingers of a dinosaur, but it's not. So looking at this, we can see that there is some sort of a shell in the middle, another to this side, another to this side. We have, I guess this is a burrows. Well. So the path that leads to that haunted palace, so it's full of fossils, so it's pretty cool. So I will see if I can remove this one, because this one is a curious curious fossil. Maybe it's just a formation because there's plenty of this type of shells in here. If it is easy to remove, I will try to remove it, or else I'm going to step away and be on my way. So friends, I was able to excavate that little hole over there, and I took this piece out. So it's pretty heavy. There's nothing to this, well, nothing special to this piece of rock, just the odd shape of it. So friends, I found the place. So it's, well, it's abandoned, but someone put a fence on it, and probably someone passes through here as well. Well, I know that this is not fossil related, but this is just my curiosity speaking a little bit louder. So if it has a fence, it means no trespassing. I was searching on that side to see if there is any space where we can slip through, but well, there's not. So I'm not going in there, so I'm going to search for fossils around here. It's better. So I was looking at the ground, and well, I know that I have plenty of shells, but check this out. These ones are really cool, and well, they are really stuck in there as well, but we can see very well the shape of the shells. The shape of the shells, that gives a nice song title. Okay, check this out. Where is it? It's there. So there's some sort of turritellers in here as well. This is just oh, it's starting to get sunny and real difficult to make a proper focus. So, you know, if there is one, there's probably more around. So, well, I'm not sure what it is, but I like very much when the fossil or some shell is still buried inside of the dirt, so it gives that aura, that mystery. So check this one. So it also has a nice shape, and you can clearly see some lines over there. Let me see if I can pull it out without breaking anything. So okay. Oh, this one is a beauty as well. So this one is cool also. So it's a little bit interesting because I never saw one with this lid. So probably it's the lid for the shell, but it's kind of misplaced. So it kind of gives the impression that there is an edge, but I guess it's not like that. But it's a nice piece. So this one is coming along with me. There's something interesting in this rock. It almost looks like it has some lines in here, these wavy lines. Well, kind of interesting looking rock, but I really don't know what is that. So, well, more shells in that bit over there, so I'm casting a shadow but for you guys to see it. So there's another shell in there, just remnants of oysters everywhere. Well, oh, there's another one still on this side. So a lot of this. So this small creek. Oh, what's that? What's that? This is some sort of a tree. Oh, what's this? Oh, check this out. Oh, this is fossilized. Whoa, This is something new. Check this out. Well, this almost looks like, for me it almost looks like some sort of a tree that was in here, but it's so fossilized. It's not vegetable. This is truly mineral origin. Oh, this is cool stuff. I don't know the name of this, or if this is some sort of an algae or some sort of a plant, but well, very, very cool. I don't have anything like this. Almost looks like some sort of a plant. So friends, if you are watching this and you know what this is, so leave me a comment, because this is the first time that I found something like this. Let me see if I can make a close-up. Let me put it like that for you guys to see it. So it almost looks like those lines are hollow. Could this be a crinoid? But if it was a crinoid, we have the stems of this, and I don't. Well, this is not a crinoid. And we have lines in there as well. Oh, this is so cool. Where is the other bit? Ah, nice, nice. So now I am wishing. Oh, but this was not from here, so it was carried through here, so it might come off from different place. So, oh, but this is very, very cool. So let me make a close-up for you guys to see it. This spaghetti looking branch. So this is no ordinary. Oh, in this side you can clearly see the tubes. So this is not an algae. I'm leaning for something like some sort of crinoid. Very cool. So this one is coming along. I'm going to put it, I'm going to wrap it in the newspaper for this don't break more. So very, very nice. Oh, this is truly amazing out here. So I'm in this high spot, but we have some mussels and some oysters on this slab of rock that I believe they are absolutely beautiful. So check them out. So here they are. So these ones are the most visible ones, but there's a few almost, well, scattered around in the rocks a little bit everywhere on this slab, but they are still very, very incarcerated in there, so probably is not going to worth excavating. But this is very, very cool. So, oh, I'm casting a shadow. Maybe like that you can see it better. Let me see, it's too sunny in here. So, like that. Well, they are very, very cool. So, we have some nice surprises in here. Aha! And there it is, another piece. And it was right here in the middle of this path. So, it kind of resembles like the other one. So, but this one, well, let me put it like that for you guys to see it better. This one, well, this one is more solid. So we have these lines over here. They almost looks like those parasites that attach to the shells, like we see in here. Sorry guys. So, and we have plenty of that in this side as well. So not really sure if this one, I'm going to take this one, but okay, it's a nice piece as well. But this one, well, it's heavy. I have to consider, because I still have a lot of kilometers to walk, and I want to investigate a different area. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to stash this, because on my way back I will pick it up. And so friends, when I was in that other hill over there, I look at this side and I saw something that resembles to me like a small cabin or house used by the hunters. And since I was climbing this hill, I decided, well, let's take a look and see what's is inside of that little house. But now here I am, and it's not a house, it's a car. It's a car that is in the middle of all of this bush. Let me go to this side. So it's really unusual because the car looks like it's not very old, so it misses the tires and I believe some drive shaft in the middle, so a couple of parts already are gone, but I'm not going to investigate. So it's really strange because, well, someone sent the car downhill right through here. So, well, some creepy thoughts came to my mind, but okay, I'm not going to investigate that, that's for sure. So let's get going. Okay friends, I was passing in this road, so looking down as usual, and I was looking at this side of the road, and I was thinking, well, this is sort of a sand, this is weird. So it's not very usual to see this type of dirt. And then I don't know why I was looking down and I look at this. So check this out, friends. There is a piece of coral in here. I'm not really sure if I have this species yet, but this is very odd to find this in the middle of this road. I believe this was dug by the tires of someone that passes through here by bike, but this is very unusual. And on this side, let me see if I can show you guys, it almost looks like the corals grow in tubes. See? Well, the camera is not helping. Okay, this is cool. So I don't know if this is from this place or it was carried when they tried to do this. Oh, check this out. Oh, there's another piece of, what's this? Oh, this one is almost orange. Ah, cool. There's a piece of nerinada in here as well. So I was okay, so I was saying that I don't know if this belongs to this place or if it was brought here when they built this road. So I'm take a good look around to see if I can find more stuff. So now I'm getting excited because, well, this is a first for me. What's this? Okay. See, it's because almost all of the boulders and the rocks that are in here are gray in color, and these ones are almost brownish, and this one is orange. So very cool. So this one is coming along. So friends, welcome to my place. So well, here we are next to my collection. I just want to finish the video, but before I finish the video, I just want to show you once again some of the pieces that I brought home from my fossil hunting. Now that since they are clean, so we can have a better perspective of what could this be. So looking at this, we can clearly see that there are some sort of worms, and that is what I believe this is. So at first glance, this looks like it is some sort of a root or some sort of a plant, but looking a little bit more carefully, we can see that there are hundreds of little tubes, and I believe these ones were the places where some sort of worms lived. And my guess is that they fed on the insides of the shells and some dead animals that they could find on the ocean or the river where this used to live. So it almost looks like this is soft, but this is rock solid, so it's quite interesting. And for me, it's the first time that I saw something like this. I must say that I live in the area where there are a lot of shells of oysters, but I never saw anything like this in here. So probably this one is going to my collection, and well, it has a nice pattern of a tree. So it's cool to have in display. So we have this other piece. I believe it's the same organism. So looking at this side of it, so you can clearly see the tubes that I was talking about. This piece over here is a little bit more disguised because the tubes are a little less well pronounced, but if you look carefully you almost can see the lines. So today we can find this sort of parasites. I'm not sure if it's correct to call it parasites in the top of the today's shells, but well, I believe that if they congregate in this sort of in this sort of way, it's because, well, they found something to eat, or they were eating this shell that is in here. So that is one of my theories. So the other bits that I brought home was this one over here. This was just for fun because it almost looks like it is some sort of a footprint with 3 fingers and an L. So well, it is an E and an L. This one, it was made by some big worms, so it's a boros, but these ones are some sort of shells that that are embedded in there in the funny way. So I bring home this shell that you already saw in the movie, but this one is very detailed because you can see that the lid that closes the shell is still in here, almost, well, complete. It's a little bit out of place, but still cool. So we have another piece over here, so more shells, and this piece of coral was a little bit surprising for me as well. Let me see if the camera focused right. It was a little bit surprised because I never expect to find corals in that area, and this type of coral, it's very different from the other types that I normally found, and they are found in an area that is very far from that place. So I'm not really sure if this was brought there or if it's from there. My theory is that when they did that road, that they brought this along, because I searched and searched and I didn't find any type of coral in there as well. But anyway, one of these days I will try to go there and search for more. So I found a little bit of a pecten as well, and, well, a turritella. But, well, for today that's about it, friends. Don't forget to put a like and subscribe if you like the video. You will help me a lot, and I will see you on my next movie. Bye!